Fall has arrived. That means everything pumpkin. And Oreo brings us pumpkin spice Oreos. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. I was not able to get my hands on these before I left Florida, but here in Maine, I actually found the pumpkin spice Oreo flavor. Now, these have been out in the past. They have actually been out in 2018, so it's been a little while since these came out. I don't think I tried these when they came out in 2018, so I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. These are 150 calories for 2 cookies. That's fairly standard what we see with the Oreos. I was kind of looking at the ingredients on the back, and there's nothing that really suggests that there's any natural pumpkin flavor in this. So we'll see how this flavor goes. Now, normally, I have my Oreo Tasting Kit, of course, where I have my Oreo glass, and I have my tongs, and I do my little dunking test and all of that. I don't have that with me here on the road just yet. I will probably at some point, but I do have Moose Mug here to help me out while I am on the road here in Maine. And I've got Moose Mug loaded with some nice cold milk there. So we still will do our normal testing where we have one Oreo by itself, and then we sort of break it apart and taste those individual components, and then we'll do a dunking test. So let's go ahead and get these open and see what we have here. Pumpkin Spice Oreos. Okay, there's a nice pumpkin aroma, fall aroma coming off of those right there. So there's a look at those cookies nestled in their little home. Let's get one of these out here. So of course we've got the golden cookie here. We don't have the regular chocolate cookie, which you would expect. Although I do kind of wonder if they were to use that chocolate cookie, if that might really enhance the flavor on these. So again, pumpkin spice, and interestingly enough, I'm not sure if the camera's going to see this or not, there's 2 layers of cream, and they are slightly different colored. It's kind of hard to see, and I'm not sure that that's going to come through on the camera there or not. But there are 2 different layers of cream with different colors. So I wonder if one of them is the pumpkin flavor and one is the spice flavor. And I would assume the spices would be things like nutmeg, maybe a little cinnamon, the things that you would find in a pumpkin pie. It does have a nice, there's that pumpkin aroma to it, and then you get that sort of vanilla aroma from the cookie as well. Here we go. Here's the first taste, pumpkin spice Oreo, limited time. There's a good flavor there. It's got a good pumpkin flavor. It's got a little bit of that pumpkin spice to it, but a lot of times you can get a very overwhelming, almost overpowering spice flavor from some of these pumpkin treats, and that's not the case here. It's a little bit more subtle. There's a lot of flavor that comes through from that cookie, so a lot of that vanilla flavor is coming through on the cookie itself. Overall, that was a pretty good first bite. I like the balance on this. I like the flavor of this. I think I've had some things that have had a little bit more pumpkin flavor overall to them. This is a very good cookie. Pumpkin spice cookie, it's a little bit more subtle. Okay, so the cookie is nicely vanilla flavored. There's a look at those 2 creams, and you can see a little bit better the coloration differences on these when they're outside of the cookie. I'm going to attempt to try to get these apart. I don't know that I'm going to be successful. I think I'm making more of a mess than anything, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and try the cream on its own. Personally, overall, I would like a little more pumpkin flavor, a little bit stronger pumpkin flavor, but this is not bad. All right, now we have the all-important dunk test. Let's see how the pumpkin Oreo not only holds up to the milk, but also whether or not the milk enhances the flavor. So there we go. Got a pretty good dunk on that. In this case, I'm not really sure that the milk significantly changes the flavor on this one way or the other. I've had some Oreos where the milk really enhances the flavor. I've had some Oreos where the milk sort of takes away a little bit from the flavor. This really doesn't change at all. Okay, before I give a rating on this one, I have been asked to clarify, and I've also got a lot of new subscribers, so maybe some of you don't exactly know my rating scale anyways. But I have been asked to clarify exactly how the stars work. A 4-star seal of approval is a perfect rating. Absolutely everything is spot on with the product. If it involves customer service, the customer service is there. All of it that goes together, everything is perfect. 3 stars is excellent. 2 stars is very good. 1 star is good, and no stars but a seal of approval is still passable, but no seal of approval is unacceptable. So that is the rating scale. Having said that, I think the pumpkin spice Oreos, I would have to give this a 2-star seal of approval. I think these are very good. I don't think they're excellent. I don't think they're outstanding. But they are better than your average cookie. It's still an Oreo. It's got a good flavor to it. It's got some nice pumpkin flavor to it. I would like to see a little bit more of that pumpkin flavor come through, because I do think that predominantly the flavor in this is a little more vanilla. But it still makes for a very good cookie. It's a nice fall experience. And I'll go 2 stars. All right, there we go. Pumpkin Spice Oreo cookies. That is a limited time offering, only available for the fall. Hopefully you will have a better chance of finding it than I will, or than I did actually, because I had to go to another state to find them. So good luck with that, and I will catch you next time.